Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode on Skizzlecraft. Today we're going to be working back at the base a little bit more. Well, on the outside of the base. I've been working on a little bit of terraforming. As you can see right here, well, clearing of land, not so much terraforming. I've just been shaping the cliffs out, so how they should fit. Now, my plan in my creative world had this whole area as a lake, but I don't think we're going to be doing that because this section isn't actually all part of our base. This is kind of where it finishes. I'm not sure how much of this will be ours, so we're just going to have this be the lake, and then this river's going to go through, and I've been digging out some of this already, been digging out this section. This would be easier if I had potions of slow falling, but yeah, we're going to start working on some terraforming. We're not going to get this whole thing done today, but we're going to work on the staircase, and if possible, if we can get the terraforming done from this section where we're going to start building the Great Hall down all the way past, well, all the way connecting the staircases between each of the different sections of the staircases, and then down to the boathouse. If we can get that done today, I'll be really, really happy. I'm not going to get everything done down here. We're just going to go probably 1 or 2 blocks under the water, and then we'll do the underwater terraforming another time. But if we can try and get up to where I marked out the bushes on these 2 sides, if we can get down to there done, then I'll be happy. But yeah, I'm going to have to start by doing some resource gathering. I have got a lot of stone, a lot of grass, and a lot of dirt from all this, and from digging out the sections from there. But I'm kind of low on leaves and grass, not the grass blocks, but these grass, these things. So I'm going to need a lot more of them. I'm going to get some moss, which, oh, actually, no, I've got a lot of moss because I tried using the moss method to get rid of some of the mountain. So I do have a lot of moss. I need some more pale moss as well because I'm going to do the sections that are kind of like up against walls or in shadowy areas. I'm going to switch to pale moss, and then we're going to need some of the other blocks. We need mud. The wheat farm is working nicely, but I need some more normal mud to make into packed mud. And what else do we need? I've got mycelium. We need some more, what else? I can't remember what other blocks I'm using. Grey terracotta I've got mixed in because that fits nicely. If we have a look down here, what else we've got? Yeah. These are, I think this is light grey terracotta. Yeah. So we need some more of that because I've only had a handful. I've got a little bit of tuff. I'll probably be mixing in the tuff walls like this. These I've got blocks behind them. Now I can't get that. There we go. Didn't want to destroy the grass. So yeah, these have got string lights behind them to light up the area. So I'm probably going to be doing that all the way down as well, just enough to stop spawns. And I don't think we need anything else. We just need to grab that and the mud and lots of grass and lots of leaves. And then we can start working on this. I think I do have enough sandstone, well, different sandstones left to build the actual staircase. So hopefully I won't have to go mining in the desert for a while. Well, at least for the staircase I won't. I will for the next section. But yeah, we should have enough to do all that up. Now, I do have end stone mixed in here. I was trying to add it just a bit colour, but I don't know whether it actually fits. I mean, might remove these and then maybe just try the end stone in like little corner sections, kind of like where I'm going to be marking, where I'm going to be terraforming with the pale moss. I could do a little bit of the end stone up on the walls in them sections, just like it's a little bit more discoloured maybe. I'm not quite sure. There's not really that many other blocks we can use that's this colour, other than like the stripped birch and stuff like that, which we can mix in as well. But I need to go gather the resources I need, and then we can start working on this. I think we might get the staircase done first and then work on the terraforming after. this is going well so far. We've got the staircase done all the way up. You can't really see that section, but where we've finished up here, that actually joins on to the courtyard here. So we've not actually got the pathway done because that's not in sandstone, and I didn't bring any tuff or anything like that. So we'll get the flooring done up there last. But now we've got finished the terraforming. As you can see, this is the section we did when we built the boathouse. And I've just done the actual terraforming part all the way up. So you can see the cliffs. Actually, if we take fly up here, you can see it properly. So we've actually got the lay of the landscape. Obviously, it looks a little bit odd here, but it'll look better once we've got the terraforming going on around the rest of the mountain as well. I do need to do a bit of snowproofing. Luckily, a lot of this and the actual staircase isn't in the snowy biome. That kind of finishes over here. There's a little bit, well, you can actually see where it goes out. So we need to do a little bit of snowproofing over here, but it's not too much. So it's not too bad. That there is the start of the bridge. So that's just the marker where the bridge goes across here before we build the next big building up in this section. And this is the marker of the courtyard, because this is the inner wall of the courtyard. But it kind of has this like walkway, this sheltered walkway going through the middle. And so that's the two sides of the walkway in the courtyard. And we've still got all the terraforming to do around this side as well. So it's going to take quite a while. As you can see, where we dug out is where I've planned on doing today, as well as down here. Now this bit is actually going to come quite far out. I was just starting it here. Marking some of it out, but I do need to get all the way down underwater and start doing this section, which is yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing next. So I'm going to try and get it from the water all the way around up to about this height where I am. I might do a little bit higher. I'm not going to do all the way up just yet, but if I can get up to this section, then I'm going to switch it up and start doing some of the detailing for the terraforming like we did in this section. So all the bushes, all the grass. I have actually collected ferns as well, which I didn't put in when I was planning it, but we can replace some of the grass with ferns. I think that'll mix it up a little bit. Unfortunately, we're not on the newest update just yet. So yeah, I can't really add all the new blocks, which is going to be great. So I'll do it as a plan for now, but once the server does actually update to the newest version and we get firefly bushes and leaf litter and all the other things, the little bushes will help a lot as well. So we can start mixing all that into the terraforming, but that'll be something to do at a later date. The firefly bushes especially, I think are going to look great because it's going to give us all those like particle effects. And like when you walk through them and look back, they light up even more, which I think will give you that kind of like magical feeling. So not only will I be putting them out in the terraforming, I think we can try and hide some underneath the pathway as well. So that gives us the particle effect while we're walking around as well. So give it that little bit of magic. Yeah, but this is as far as we've got so well. This is as far as we've got so far. This section looks a bit weird, but I'm going to add a little bit more here and some bushes. So you're not actually going to see this whole thing. There's going to be trees and bushes and stuff in. So I think I've got enough bushes over here, well, leaves, to do what we need. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see. What is this one? This is all the grass we need, which should be more than enough. If not, I did build a little grass machine in our little farm area. If we head down to it. Okay, just down here. It's not too big, but it's enough for what I need. I mean, I could have made this a lot bigger. I don't really need it. I just need to move this, but I've just got that on there, and then we can just go back into on here and gather a load of grass like this. I've just realised I just put iron in the bone meal chest, and there's iron popping out of the dispenser now. That's a bit annoying. There we go. That's better. So anyway, yeah, if we put this back on, we just push that. I mean, if we just use this one pair of shears, which doesn't actually take that long when you're doing grass, I literally just have to sit here. I could make this bigger, And it would probably go a little bit faster, but I don't really need it. It's more than fast enough. There we go. There's a full set of shears done. And I'm just picking it up manually. Let's just stop this so it doesn't annoy me. So just that one set of shears. There we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 stacks of grass just from one set of shears. So that's more than enough. I've got bamboo going here and I've got sugarcane. It's not a very big one, but more than enough for what I need. I only do it for rockets anyway. And the wheat farm is working very nicely. I've actually used quite a lot of wheat. I've just added this in for the seeds because we don't need them. I'll just shove that in here. Eventually I will make it automatic. And the sheep farm is, well, it's going quite well. Some of them are actually going a lot faster than others. I'm not sure why, but we've got plenty of wool already. Yeah, we're not going to run out. So I think now we need to head back out and keep terraforming. This is taking a while. So we're getting there with the terraforming. This section is now all done. Well, mostly done. I think there'll be some tweaks later on, but for the idea I had now, it's pretty nice. The tweaks are going to be when the new decorations come out. That's what I need. I need some more browns and stuff in this, and maybe a little bit of like the dry grass. That'll blend in nicely with the sandstone as well, especially if I replace the grass like directly next to it with the dry grass when that comes out. And we do need the firefly bushes for giving this a little bit more. But for now, I think it's looking fine. I think it looks pretty good. We've got the grass on most of it, and then I've mixed in some of the ferns in places, but not too many. Got sections with moss in. If I can actually get up here. That's walls, so I can't get over it. Up here. So we've added sections like this with the pale moss actually going up the wall, which I think looks good. It's just like a little section where it would probably be a bit more shaded. I was thinking of doing that in all these corner pits as well, but a lot of these, oh, I missed some grass down there. A lot of these sections actually have bushes on them. Oops. Let's see if we can block this off. Make one in there as well. There we go. A lot of these sections have bushes in, so I guess I could add them in these sections. I've just cleared my inventory up and put everything up in the shulker boxes. I moved them a little bit further up now. I'm working up there, but that is another thing I could do in each of these like little corner bits, especially where they go around like that. Might look good, and it kind of makes sense that you know, a bit less sun would result in different colours. Again, here, these corners, you can see I've got bushes in them, so it's a little bit difficult. Could add some, oh, I did add some down this section. Could add that going up the wall as well. But we've still got a lot of work to do. This is actually taking a lot longer than I expected. Yeah, that's the section where I've stopped. So this section goes across like this, which is just where I've put all my shulker boxes for now. So I've not actually got around to doing all the grass on this bit. I finished up on this section, and I've done that all the way around to, well, where I kind of took a break from the actual building of the terrain. So kind of going back into a little bit because yeah, it gets a little bit repetitive after a while. So this section we need to fill in with the grass and bushes and ferns and stuff. And then if we go a little bit further up here, around the corner here, this section is not completely done yet. So if we hop down here, you can actually see, yeah, this is the underside of everything. So this was the original terrain. This is where we had all the farms. There's a couple of blocks I can see I need to fix, but yeah, this is all going to be covered up, which also means I've got all this space for any farms I want to build later, so I can flatten this out. So this section is actually going to be quite high up. We actually fly up like this. So this section here is going to follow this, well, pretty closely actually. Some sections of it, I think it was this section, the wall, the terrain actually overhangs the stair a little bit on this section, so we are going to be right up against it all the way up, and that's going to join up to here, so the actual landscaping is going to join here. So this section is going to be quite a steep hill, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Again, this is a tower section, so this will go down a little bit, but the terrain will come probably to about here. As you can see, let's see, where was I up to? A bit difficult to see from this angle. If we go down, there we go. This is where I've been up to now. So we need to go from here to there. So it's going to be quite a steep hill. And then I think for today, I've marked out up to here. So I'm going to try and get the rest of this done. All the overhangs, all the grass, and then we can do the tweaks when this server updates. But the stairs are actually done, which I like. Let's see if I can actually get back up on here. Nope. We fly it up. I went and got a couple of resources that I didn't have in the shulker boxes, just to finish off the stair, the top of the stairs. So now this is the section where it goes into that walkway that I talked about earlier, and then there is going to be a gap here to go in, so it's just a little bit easier finishing the top of the stairs off, because this is going to be done at a later date. So yeah, that's what we're up to so far. But right now, I think I'm going to finish up for the night, because it is 11 PM for me, and yeah, I need at least 5 hours sleep. And then tomorrow we can fill our inventory up and get this section of the landscaping done. This small project of mine turned into quite a big project. I didn't realise how much terraforming I was doing when I actually looked at it before, and it's taken a lot longer than I expected. I've never done this kind of terraforming project before, so yeah, it's using up my time. So this is as far as we got so far. We've got all the way up to where the actual building's going to be. I did add a little bit of the tower in just so I could see the shape of it around there, but I'm not going to finish that just yet. That's going to be part of the Great Hall. And then I'm working my way slowly down with grass and ferns. There's not actually that many ferns up there, I've just realised. But yeah, I'm on my way down to this section now. And then, as you can probably see somewhere, I've gone around and added just single bushes in some places, and then some like fence posts like this, just marking out where I'm going to put some of the bushes and trees just to fill it up, kind of like this section is. So that's the next thing I need to do, but I'm finishing the grass off first. Now it's taken a while. I've been up and gathered a bit more grass from that little farm, but basically I'm just going around each of these sections, anywhere where there's a corner, and then in between it's just, well, it's mostly random. It doesn't really need to have much of a pattern to it. I'm just making sure that there is a lot more in these sections where they go in up against the wall. Obviously, you know, that's how it's going to be in nature. That's how it's supposed to look anyway. I do have some sections like this where I've been around and lit the place up. So this whole bit of terraforming is now spawn proof. And I think I've done all these small sections inside. There was mob spawning in little sections behind here. So I've got all them lit up as well, I think. I've not really finished lighting up under my base. There is a lot of lighting up to do, but that's something I'm going to have to do later on. For now, I'm just going to keep going around and adding all these in, and then soon I'm going to go and start the bushes and the trees and stuff and fill this up and make it a little bit more lifelike. So I'm just done with the finishing touches, just been going around with a bit of bone meal and adding some of these little details in with the pale moss just up against the wall where it kind of wouldn't get as much sunlight. So just added that around a few small places, and I think the whole thing is looking, well, kind of perfect. I can't see anything else I'd want to add. I think if I add too much more, it will be too much. This, as you can see, I've added bushes and stuff in, a couple of trees. Can't see. Wondering why there was full trees then, but that's because they're over here. Let's get down here. A couple of these like smaller tiny trees. I've got more up there, but because this is kind of away from the path, I think it's going to be a little bit slightly different style, slightly less like bushy. These are going to be more kind of like cultivated trees, nice and neat like we've got here, but still slightly overgrown because they're off the path. So if we go up here, you can see along the pathway we've got a little bit more overgrownness, if that's a word. It's a little bit more overgrown in this section. Let's just pick up all the shulker boxes if we've got space. No, we've not. Wait, let's actually use this. There we go. Now we can pick everything up. So this bit I was quite happy with because it was the kind of overhang part. Took a little bit of time to get it right. I was wondering whether I should add some like walls and stuff in, but it looked a little bit silly. I did add a few like tough walls in and just stone walls, but I didn't really like the effect on that section. But we've got the whole thing done now. I do like that. This is coming up on the slab next to it. Let's head up here. There is a little bit more to do up here. It doesn't look quite finished, but that will come in when we're doing this section here. So this, for now, is all done. And obviously, when we get around to doing the next sections, this kind of terraforming, this style is going to be for the whole grounds, which is going to be a lot of work. But for now, I am done with terraforming. I need to do something different. Now, I've got an idea. We're going to be doing kind of a treasure hunt event for people on the server. It's probably only going to take about an hour and a half or something. And I've been writing up some clues, just kind of doodling in my notebook for locations. And now I need to start gathering, well, I need to start gathering prizes. I don't know how many people are going to be joining in just yet. But yeah, I need to get probably first, second and third place prize would be nice. I'm going to grab a few shulker boxes and I'm going to go treasure hunting. So that's the last thing's done. We've got all 10 clues here set up, and first, second and third place, which I'm not going to show you what's in because, well, that will ruin it. So that is all set up now. So all we're going to do is wait for, well, when we're going to be doing it. It's not going to be just yet. We need to kind of plan and let everyone know when it's going to be so people can be online for it. So hopefully we can have that either in the next episode or the episode after, depending on how busy people are. But yeah, it's going to be really fun. I sat writing all the clues out for different locations around the server, and I'm not going to tell you what they are, obviously. Yeah, but it's going to be fun to see if people can figure out the riddles. I do enjoy writing riddles like that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes when we get around to it. But that is all I've got time for today, guys. We did a lot more than I planned on doing anyway. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. We have got a lot more terraforming to do, but don't worry, we're not going to be spending episodes and episodes on the terraforming. Some of this is going to be, I'm going to be doing little sections as we go rather than just big projects like this. I mean, I'm going to have to do some big sections sometimes, but we're just going to add to it each time we get another piece of the castle added. And obviously, for the terraforming, it's not just the building we've got to do. We've got all this mountain to destroy, especially this section here. Because this is the bridge that goes across, and this kind of has a ravine kind of thing underneath it. So this section here is going to go quite deep. So that's going to take a while to do. I do need to go around and do a bit more snowproofing on sections, but not now. But the staircase turned out great, and in the next episode, if all goes to plan, this section is getting done because yeah, it's driving me crazy, and we need to get all this connected to all this, and the only way to do that is to build the Great Hall and the courtyard. So that is what I'm going to go head out and start gathering resources for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep watching me on Skizzlecraft. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.